Good morning, everyone. It is Monday, first Monday of August, August 3rd. You're on Jay and Laney J Live. Of course, we still don't know where Jay is. Nobody's got the correct answer yet. Do y'all know where Jay's at? It's the 215th day of 2026. There's 150 days remaining. We're on week 32. Like I said, we're now into August. And of course, it's the first Monday of August. So we are talking with Chief Earl Morrison of the Broken Bow Police Department. And right now we're talking about how police presence makes such a difference, especially when you pull into town and you see cops everywhere with people pulled over.
You know, you're visible and they can see you. So we even had the radio after stopping one of them twice to let everybody know that they've been stopped.
Oh, my
and
goodness.
that they had a headlight that was out.
Well, but I appreciate that, though, 'cause sometimes you don't know
Right.
if your headlight is out or not.
Yep.
So, I mean, that is definitely a good thing. Well, the heat, it's not quite as hot, but I think the heat is coming back. I mean, the hot will be back. I mean, it's slowly climbing back up on the temperatures on the weather that I've noticed.
Yeah, I think this week we're supposed to be back to the way it was before the last few days. So
Yeah. It's been pretty good the last few days. Like it was 68 degrees at night. It was actually yesterday was not so bad. It was not bad at all. I was in Ho Chi Town and the wind was blowing a little bit. It was not bad.
yeah, yesterday and Saturday. Saturday we had that concert that Pastor Jet's church kind of sponsored, and it was a friend of his. We were at the amphitheater that evening, and it was actually tolerable. Had a nice little breeze. It was probably low 80s for this time of year. That's pretty good.
And it feels like a cold front.
Yeah.
It's super nice.
Yep.
I enjoyed it myself. So, so what's coming up for you guys?
Well, so everybody's going back to school this month. I know everybody out there is all excited about that, or maybe not. But we have a back to school little bash thing that we're doing over at the Sip and Spur on August the 20th. From 3:30 to 5, I believe. And we're just inviting everybody to come by and have some ice cream. They sell drinks too, but we're just doing trying to get together with the kids as they go back and offer a little refreshment and highlight Sip and Spur. They're one of the newest businesses open down there, and they like kids, so
That's good. Yes, they do.
I think they like adults too, because they're the ones with the money that pay stuff. But just to kind of get together again, another connection for us to get to know everybody and just kind of hang out. So yeah,
I think that's good, especially for the kids. And I mean, I think it's great. So, and Sip and Spur, you get there through the alleyway, right?
Yes.
Between the highway and First Street.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Like kind of behind the fire department, just north of
Yeah,
Park's house.
just right near that little empty spot, little lot there. Yeah, they're right there. They usually have the little flags flying. If you didn't know it's there, it's hard to find, but look for those little flags, and I'm sure they'll be advertising more the closer we get to it.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. That's cool. I've noticed the progress on do we call it the pound? I done forgot. On the pet center, I've noticed the progress on that.
Yeah, we call it the animal control shelter.
Animal control shelter. That's it. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
Crystal would kill me.
Oh yeah, we're excited. I think we're getting close to doing our grand opening. Tentatively right now, we're going to do it in September, just because we're on the. Right now, it's weather, it's those kind of things as we do the parking lot. So we're asphalting the parking lot. Then we got fencing to go up, and so everything's outside. All the work is there, and it's get the temperatures and all that's got to be just perfect. And so we're getting there. We'll be close to at least to start to utilize it and kind of see what we've got.
Yeah.
But I think. Tentatively, probably the first part of September is what we're thinking. Just give everybody time to get everything finished and going. But if you drive by there, you can definitely see the progress. So we are definitely getting closer.
I think that's great. It's exciting. It is exciting.
Well, it is for us too, because there's lots of stuff that we would like to do, but we've never really been able to do.
Yeah.
Based on where we're at and kind of the stuff that we've done in the past. So it's exciting. It'll be exciting for us as well as for the citizens, because I think they're going to like it itself, and I think they're going to like some of the things that we do as we get used to it and start opening some things up.
Yeah, that's going to be cool. Anything else this morning? What about, okay, so school is going to be starting back. Is there any specific things that you would like us to remember when school starts back?
Well, school safety, and, we'll probably put something out on our website probably this week, just some safety tips. If you're walking to school, walk in pairs if you can, watch for traffic. If you got to cross the street, I know there's crosswalks and all that there in a lot of places that people cross, but make sure you're checking both ways. If you're driving, make sure you're slowing down for the school zones, because, again, it starts next week, the 13th. So those signs should be flashing, but you should be watching as well. Slow down if you're driving. Be aware of your surroundings, that we will have kids that walk to school that are in and out. We've got young teenagers and older teenagers that are driving. And so really just be aware of your surroundings. Be safe. Don't be late, because if you leave late, you're already late. So don't get in a rush.
That's right. You'll be in a hurry.
Slow down.
That's right.
Take your time. Give yourself enough time. But just be aware of your surroundings and watch for people that are walking, riding bicycles, those kind of things.
All right. Yep. I agree. We got to watch out for those babies, all of them, no matter how old they are.
Right.
So is there anything else this morning?
I don't think so. We're just rocking along.
Yeah, well, we appreciate it. I know it feels like I've seen more police officers out lately, but I mean, I'm sure I haven't, but it just feels like that. So it's good to see them all the time.
Well, we are getting more staff, so we're closer to being fully staffed, and so you will see a little bit of an increase there of what we normally have out and about. And right now we've got several that are in training, so
that's cool.
There's more there. They'll be spread out a little more once they get finished with the training. But yeah, it's good stuff. We're rocking along.
I would just like to say this. I love the personality and the humor that comes from the Broken Bow Police Department's Facebook page.
Well, we appreciate that. One of the things for us is that, we're just trying to connect with everybody, and not everything we do is serious. Sometimes we act like, and I think we want to make it that way, and I think sometimes we've got citizens that want to make it that way. But, part of that is just for us to have a good time, y'all to have a good time, and everybody to understand that we're human like everybody else. And so I think, we can put a lot of information out there, and if we sometimes put that comedy spin on it just to have a little fun, I think we get more people, interested and involved in what we do and how we do it.
It's good. I think it's hilarious. I love it.
We appreciate it.
It's good. I think it's good because you're the police and you're
right.
so serious. Everybody's like, oh, they're so serious. And you put that, a little bit of funny in there, and it just lets everybody know, hey, we're not, monsters like,
right.
Right, we think we are. One other question. Did you guys get a dispatcher?
We had one, and we still have one opening.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
All right. Yep. So, all right. I do have information about that on the website. So, all right. Well, thank you, Chief Morrison, for coming in with us this morning. We appreciate it. Who knows where Jay's at today?
Well, it's probably a good thing because, he always tries to get those hard questions. You're a lot nicer than Jay.
Oh, yeah. He's just mean. That's just Jay, period.
I just wanted to go on record to say you're a lot nicer than Jay.
Thank you. Clip that. Clip that. I'll make sure our guy clips that. You bet.
That's what he gets for not being here,
That's right. I agree. Totally agree. All right. Thank you, Chief. Have a great day.
All right, you too.
And I may see you before next month or not, but if you got anything you need us to get out there, you let me know.
We definitely appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, sir. Have a good day.
You too, thanks.
All right, Chief Morrison, everybody. It is our Monday morning meeting that we have at the beginning of every month. So thank you to Chief Morrison for coming in and talking to us this morning. Have a good day, sir.
Thank you.
All right, it's always good. So we have got Laney J's Lowdown is going to be coming up here in just a little bit. And you guys know this is the 215th day of 2026. We have 150 days remaining. So we're in week 32, which I'm not going to get all weird like Jay normally does. Does anybody figure out where Jay is? Geneva, I feel like he left the country, like he's never coming back. Y'all know what I mean? Who knows where he's at? He remains missing from the studio. So just so you know, the authorities just left. I mean, they know he's not here. I bet Chief knows where he's at. I'm just kidding. So nobody has said locally where they thought Jay was. So we don't know that. Y'all stop asking to join. No, you cannot join. Sorry, there's people on TikTok trying to join us live, and it's not happening. Your Oklahoma tax-free weekend is coming up this weekend, the 7th, 8th, and 9th. So y'all know you get a tax break there, and that's going to be the same for Texas. So it's Texas and Oklahoma this weekend, where you guys will get that tax-free break. It's also the McCurtain County Rodeo is happening this weekend. I do have a flyer on our website. You got mutton busting, the rodeo royalty, concession, all types of fun is going to happen at the rodeo at the grounds in Idabel. It is always a great time for the McCurtain County Rodeo. We'll talk more about that in the next hour. But just, we do have a flyer on our website if you guys need any information about the rodeo. As I said, y'all know that's always a great time. So we're loving it. Okay. Yeah, we love the rodeo. It's fun. Where was I going? All right. So coming up here in just a few minutes, we will have Laney J's Lowdown. A dog was taken into an emergency clinic. You'll never guess what he ate. And a Mississippi professor's hidden AI trap catches some students cheating. I'll tell you all about that up next on my Lowdown. We'll be back with Jay and Laney J Live. All right, you guys, it's time for Laney J's Lowdown. Let me tell you what. A 3-year-old beagle named Scooter was rushed to an emergency veterinarian clinic after consuming an entire bag of gummy worms. Known locally as jelly snakes, the veterinarian nurse manager said the candies luckily contain no xylitol. It's a chemical that's toxic to dogs. So they didn't contain that. However, they did have to induce vomiting due to the high sugar content. Scooter regurgitated the full 2.4 pounds. The canine's sibling Jada also had vomiting induced as a precaution, producing just a single candy. Both dogs were given a clean bill of health. Now, how did your dog eat 2.5 pounds of gummy worms? Jay is not in Washington. That's not where he's at. Anyway, how did your dog eat 2.5 pounds of gummy worms before you even noticed? You know what I'm saying? Like, how'd that happen? I don't know. I think I would notice. I don't know. Maybe she was out of the room or whatever. So it's probably pretty funny. I like that, though. All right. A Mississippi professor caught nearly his entire class using AI to complete a history midterm through a clever hidden prompt. He embedded a secret instruction in white font within the exam question. The invisible text directed AI tools to insert a nonsensical Madagascar reference into the responses. Students who blindly submitted AI-generated answers included bizarre phrases like, Madagascar purple bicycle whispers to the ceiling. Gibson's TikTok explanation went viral, sparking debate about using AI in academics. His university supported the creative efforts to preserve academic honesty, but declined to address the case directly. Gibson adjusted one grade after a student proved she had seen the hidden text. His biggest concern wasn't AI use itself, but the students weren't even proofreading their submissions. That's pretty bad. If you're going to cheat, you should proofread it. You know what I mean? You definitely should. Don't be cheating. But I could see with AI, it's super easy it would be super easy to do that these days. We've got your impossible question coming up here in about 9 minutes, you guys. It is Monday. Happy Monday, everyone. We had some really good temperatures over the weekend. It was a little less hot than what it normally is. But today, temperatures near 95. Tonight, clear with a low around 71. And tomorrow, we're back up to 97 with heat index values as high as 102. Now, tomorrow night, the low is 73. I can deal with that. I like that. I like 73 degrees. Anyway, you guys, here's some Garth Brooks for you. We'll be back in just a few minutes. You're on Best Country 106. Remember, we've got your impossible question up next. All right, you guys, it is time for your impossible question this beautiful Monday morning. 584-3388, 584-3389, or 584-3372. Those are the numbers to call if you think you know the answer to the impossible question. I wish Snickers was the answer. Snickers is the answer for everything. Now, you're going to win. You get Short Arms McGee over here. You're going to win tickets to the McCurtain Cinema if you can answer this question correctly today. So call in if you think you know the answer. All right. A lot of adults have kept one of these for years. It only has one purpose, but they have no idea where it goes. A lot of adults have kept one of these for years. It only has one purpose, but they have no idea where it goes. What's your answer? What do you think it is? If you get the correct answer, you'll win tickets to the McCurtain Cinema. Right? Won't that be fun? If you think you know the answer, call in. Call in to win. Call in to win. All right, you guys. I gave y'all the numbers. I gave you the question. So give me an answer. Good morning. What's your answer? Ew, who is this? I said, ew, who is this? Well, James, you're the winner. What's your last name? I'm mad because you won first rattle out of the box. And here I thought it was a hard question. Oh. Well, you did good, James. You can come by and pick up your movie tickets, sir. Okay, thank you, James. Congratulations. Good job. All right, bye-bye. Well, that's it. That's done. That was super easy. Tickets to the Boomer Sooner game, you've had those forever and you don't know what they work on? Well, my question got blown out of the water. Okay, fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm just pretending to be mad. I'm not really mad. That's pretty good, though. I wish I had prepared another question, because Jay's gone. We can do whatever we want, right? What is that noise? My goodness. I know. That was pretty good. Let's see here. A lot of adults have kept one of these for years, and it only has one purpose. The answer was key. I'm done. Actually, the last couple impossible questions I've had have been pretty good. Good morning, John Gotti. So, anyway. Well, that was fun. What are you guys doing? What are y'all doing? Barbecuing and boo-hooing? Hopefully you're not doing either one. Let's see what we got to talk about this morning. We talked with the chief. It was around 68 degrees this morning, early this morning, but today's high is expected to be around 95. Tomorrow, 97 and 98 on Wednesday. You guys know when it's hot, don't leave your pets outside, your children, your groceries, or anything chocolate inside your parked vehicle. Obviously, y'all better not leave the chocolate in there. Don't leave your pets or kids in there either. Outdoor workers should start hydrating before they become thirsty. If you're an outdoor worker, when you wake up in the morning, I would drink a couple bottles of water before you go to work. Seriously. That will help you stay hydrated throughout the day. Make sure you drink plenty of water. And if you're sweating a lot, make sure you get you a sports drink so you can replenish the stuff that you're missing. You want to do that. That way you take care of yourself. So, Jay's talked about this last week. Oklahoma is one of 5 states selected to further explore hosting a proposed nuclear life cycle innovation campus. Federal officials say the project could expand domestic manufacturing and potentially create thousands of jobs. Although Oklahoma has only entered the exploratory stage, not a secured campus. Would you support a nuclear-related campus in Oklahoma? I don't know exactly what that is. I got to speak more on it. So, all right. TSA officers at an Alabama airport discovered 5 stolen Civil War cannonballs wrapped in paper towels inside checked luggage. Authorities said a juvenile had taken them from Fort Morgan and placed them inside his grandmother's suitcase without her knowledge. The cannonballs were inactive and eventually returned to the fort. Have you guys ever discovered something that a child or someone else took and hid in your belongings? The funnier the better. But, it happens. Things like that happen. So, If you've had something like that happen, go to the chat, either Facebook or YouTube, KKBI FM. Same on TikTok, KKBI FM. I would like to know if that ever happened. Good morning, Brooke. You haven't played the impossible question in a while. Normally you smash that. So what are y'all doing when it's hot? Are y'all staying home when it's hot, or y'all getting out and going somewhere and getting in the water? What do y'all do? I know if you have kids, the answer is probably going and getting in the water. I mean, it's hot. That sun is beaming, especially for us pasty folks. That's right. Charlie Two Feathers Word. You work out so well. You work on those big machines. You work outside. The summer work hours has a girl. I know the feeling. That's right. I sure do. Go to the pool or stay inside. I agree. Good morning, Bacon Birdie. I agree. I mean, I think, you can stay inside in the air conditioning, but you could go outside and do little things at a time, just not like being out there forever. You don't want to do that if you don't have to. I hate it for those of you that work outside, though, because it is so hot. So I have a part-time gig where some of it's outside, but not very much. The inside, thank goodness it feels good inside, right? If you don't have air conditioning, I hate it for you. You know who you are. I don't know. I have a friend that doesn't have air conditioning, and I feel like this is not the 60s. If he doesn't get an air conditioner, I'm probably going to beat him up. But, just know that now. Take your grandma for a drive down memory lane yesterday. That sounds really good. I'm glad that you still have your grandma. If I had mine, I would want to take her outside too. You found a box in your closet this morning with a bag of apples. See, that's what I'm talking about. Finding something in your belongings that doesn't belong there. A bag of apples in the closet. Were they rotten? Have they been there a long time? This particular commenter has a teenager and then a little man. So I could see the little man putting those apples in there. I don't even know how old he is. How old is he? 8? No, it absolutely doesn't belong in there. That's hilarious. What would be even funnier is if her boyfriend put him in there. I wish I had Trey's number. I'd call him right now. Did you put a bag of apples in the closet? He's 7. Okay, I was close. I'm telling you, I bet if I called Trey right now and said, hey, did you put a bag of apples in her closet? He can be like, yeah, I was saving them, or I was putting them there for her to find. That's hilarious. I mean, I found a tomato under my car seat one time. I don't know how it got there because I hadn't bought any tomatoes because I thought, I probably got tomatoes at the store and it rolled under there and I didn't know it, but I hadn't bought tomatoes lately. So my thought was maybe Nala picked up the tomato thinking it was an apple and then realized it wasn't. And, the people that ride in your back seat don't care about you. So maybe she put it under there. I have no idea. I don't know how that tomato got there, but I know it stank and it was disgusting. So it was not good at all. So what are we going to listen to this morning, y'all? Some good music. Anybody? It's disgusting. Yeah, Cassie, you got to let me know if you find out how those apples got in your closet. Oh, it was mushy. Part of it was black. It was disgusting. And like I said, it stank. Stank. Super bad. It was horrible. We'll be back 8 o'clock. News, weather, and all that fun stuff. All right, we're back. It's 9 minutes after 8 o'clock. It is Monday, August 3rd. Somebody's having a birthday today. Let's see. Is it Scott Dickerson? Let me see. Who's having a birthday today that I know? Uncle Troy. Troy Mooney. Happy birthday to Troy. Happy birthday to my dear friend Scott Dickerson, known him my whole life. We got some birthdays tomorrow. Brayley Cupid's birthday's tomorrow. Whoop, whoop. Watch out. I tell you what, we're going to put Dawn on the birthday list because Dawn had a birthday yesterday. Who posted? Oh my gosh. Baby pictures. Baby pictures. Anyway, we've got Don Pavia on the birthday list. We've got Scott Dickerson on the birthday list. Happy birthday to Troy Mooney. He's my uncle, so I won't put him on the birthday list. Who else is having a birthday? If y'all got a birthday or anniversary, let me know who it is. I'd love to put them on. Gosh, I forgot about these pictures. Oh, no, that was posted today. How in the world? This was who got all these pictures? Who got all these? Oh, I can't drag. Hold on, you guys. Who got these? Who? All right. HR has her ways. Okay. Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. Thank you guys. Y'all are very sweet. I did not even see that post until today. Or until just now. That is hilarious. Okay. Oh, I'm afraid to see what's coming the rest of the week. All right. Thank you, Diana. I'm telling y'all, I just now seen that. That was a total surprise. I was not expecting that. I thought it was a memory. I'm like, man, I didn't even see they posted this last year. Nope. That was this year. All right. Thank you, HR. I knew it. It had to be you. It had to be you. Okay, Parts House of Broken Bow, located at 12 North Broadway here in Broken Bow. We're in downtown. They're open 7:30 to 6 o'clock, Monday through Friday. Now, Parts House is local, honest, and they have service right here in Broken Bow. You can meet their friendly staff, and they'll help you out with all of your auto parts needs. Of course, they have Hustler, Tough Equipment, Steel, and Spartan, Grasshopper, Oregon. They've got all those parts for your lawn and garden. So, there you go. Parts House in downtown Broken Bow. They obviously service what they sell. They save you time and money with their reputable one-stop service and repair shop. You can trust them. I know they do an excellent job. I like the fact that they open at 7:30. So if some of y'all work like 9 to 5, 9 to 6, something like that, you can get in there early. And they're open till 6. So if you get off at 5, you can swing by whenever you get off. And Parts House is locally owned and operated by it's a local family. And they've been there for 30 years. Parts House of Broken Bow has been there for 30 years, you guys. Stop by and see them. 12 North Broadway on downtown Broken Bow. If you're driving, on the highway, they're just right there. They're just on the east side of McCurtain County National Bank on Broadway Street. Super easy to find. And most of y'all know them. You know someone in their family, and they work there. They operate the place, and they bring you all that good service. So just make sure you stop in with Parts House in downtown Broken Bow. All right, so let's see. Okay, how did you know that, Diana? I didn't just shoot at him. I got him with the BBs. Sure did. And Terry Nix as well. I was a little sister growing up, so my brother and his friends, they were mean to me. How did you know that, Diana? But I did. I used to shoot at them with the BB pew pew, and we would have a great time. But Terry always wore them tight pants, and I'd get him right in the back of the leg. Y'all were stupid mean to me. Yeah, y'all were mean. You know you were. I like that. I was never mean. Yeah, that's a good one. It's a good one there, Charles. Lies and deceit is what that is. Okay, a new study suggests that extreme heat is accelerating biological aging in middle-aged and older adults. Researchers analyzed data from over 2,300 adults and found each additional heat wave event pushed the body's internal clock forward by roughly half a year. Heat wave exposure was consistently linked to higher cholesterol and elevated blood sugar markers, and both of those are signs of metabolic stress. Urban residents, people with higher body weight, and those in hotter southern regions face the strongest effect. Between 2011 and 2015, nearly 59% of participants showed accelerated biological aging, And researchers warn that as climate change drives more frequent heat waves, aging populations face compounding health risk that existing public health systems are not prepared to handle. So y'all just need to be careful in the heat. There you go. Like Vanessa said, you go to the pool or you stay in the house. So you got to watch those heat waves. They say they're making you age. Well, I think the sun makes you age anyway. That's why you don't want to get too much time out in it. That's why I try to tell the younger ones, I know y'all love the sun. You might want to tan. You might want to do this or do that. You know what? Uncle Chuckums, you start spilling stuff, we're going to have a problem. Stephen tells Jay enough. All right. And you know, parents neglect their own mental health during back to school season. We are all headed back to school. And, well, you know what I mean. All of our kids are headed back to school. A new survey of 2,000 parents of school-age kids reveals that back-to-school season takes quite a toll on parents' mental health. The study found about 40% of parents put their own mental health to the side. That way they can focus on their children going back to school. Good morning. You're on Jay and Laney J Live. What's up? Okay, that's Louise Gonzalez. All right, I've got her on the board. Okay, thank you so much. Got him on. All right, Louise Gonzalez on the birthday list. Let me get that written down because y'all know I'll forget. All right, you guys. Just writing this down so I don't forget. Good morning. You're on Jay and Laney J Live. What's up? And the name is Luis? Yeah, I got him on the list. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye. Yes, at first I said her, and then I was like, okay, I got him on. Because I remembered that was a boy. I got you. Thank you for calling back. Get it right, Laney J. Vanessa, don't be believing anything he says. I never shot at him. Okay, so back to what I was saying about the parents. 57% felt relieved when school resumed, but they also felt guilty about it. Parents give their children an average of 4 pep talks weekly. That's all. But rarely reassure themselves. 14% of parents seek professional mental health support, and parents may find themselves relying on their support system of people like their partner, their friends, or their parents. Back to school time can be stressful, but I think it's a very good thing. You should make it, I know for me, I try to make it exciting for my kids. She doesn't like school. And I think kids are like this. They either like it or they don't, period. So for those that don't like school, you got to try to get them excited. You get them that cool book bag or a cool pencil box or, you know, the cool clothes that they want or whatever. If you do a couple of things to help get them excited, I think it makes a difference. That's right. Most of us are out here just raw dogging our mental health. You're absolutely right. It's the way it happened. Oh. I see somebody wants to fight this morning. All right, you guys. We are going to get some music going here. What are we going to listen to this morning? Now we're coming. Oh, here we go. How about Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy? Actually, I got another one. Need to remind somebody of who they is. All right, you guys. We'll be back. You're on Best Country 106 with Jay and Laney J Live. Best Country 106. That's Big and Rich. Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy. Before that, some Johnny Cash with Walk the Line. All right, don't pay no attention to me. Y'all know I'm crazy. What's everybody doing today? It's Monday. We doing a little bit better. Kids are going to go back to school. It's not too bad. You know, it's really not. Millennials vow to skip elder care for boomer parents. A viral Reddit thread has reignited debate over whether millennials will care for aging baby boomer parents. many users flat refused. They said they were not going to care for their parents, but others say that they definitely would. They said that, they would be a family caregiver assisting their parents. It used to be only about 18 million said that, but now 24.1 million say they will take care of their parents. I'm telling you guys, I can speak from experience that, there we go. Love you. Love you. Saying bye to somebody in the chat. Love you, Uncle Chuckums. You don't have to go though. But, I can speak from experience in saying that, taking care of family members at home is probably one of the best things that you can do, especially if they have like, a certain level of dementia. You want to be able to help them, and moving them to a different place can be tough. There's multiple reasons. It depends on you, your job, what family members you have to help out, because it is like a full-time job when you do that. But I made that vow to not let my parents go into a home or something like that, and I won't. So I just have my dad now. As most of you know, I lost my mom in June. And it's been one of the most difficult things that I've ever gone through in my life. But I'm really, really thankful that we kept mom at home. So anyway, I would do that with my dad as well, if I'm still around when that happens. But so you guys, millennials are on the right track. I think a lot of Gen Xers will take care of I'm Gen X, but I think a lot of Gen X will take care of their parents at home as well. They do it, like I say this, but they do it in other countries, There are some countries where they don't have nursing homes, assisted livings, things like that. They don't have that. And, it's not even an option. So anyway, you guys, we're going to take this short break here, and we'll be back with your morning mashup right after this. It's time for your morning mashup. Spider-Man, Brand New Day, opened to a staggering $355 million domestically. That trails only after the Avengers at $357. So that sets a record, big record, the second highest worldwide opening ever. The Odyssey claimed second place with $51 million, lifting its domestic total to $395. Toy Story 5 ranked third. It's still doing great in the box office, adding $6.2 million. Minions and Monsters owned $5.8 million, while the live-action Moana rounded out the top 5 with $5.3. I still want to go see that, and I haven't. Has anybody seen that? Has anybody seen that? Not yet, girl. Well, if you don't find one, let me know. Okay, so here's the other thing. Warner Brothers faces a December deadline to finalize deals with Margot Robbie, Ryan Gosling, and director Greta Gerwig before the rights to Barbie revert to Mattel. The holdup is said to be CEO David Zaslav, who is refusing profit participation deals for stars like Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling, despite the first film becoming a $1.5 billion worldwide blockbuster. It also earned 8 Oscar nominations and got the win for the best original song, but he is not wanting to give any raises to Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling, and I don't know why. If they're going to make the next Barbie film, they've not been able to reach an agreement on that. So hopefully they will, because I watched it. I thought it was pretty good. I thought Barbie was pretty good. Vincent Pastore. He was a mob informant, an actor on The Sopranos. He's passed away at the age of 80. He was found in his Bronx home on Saturday. They still don't know the cause, but he didn't pursue acting until he was 42 years old. And he appeared in nearly 200 film and television projects. But what made him so popular was his small role in Goodfellas, Carlito's Way, and of course The Sopranos. Phil Collins opened up about nearly passing away in 2024 during his struggle with alcohol addiction. Yeah, he said that he was hospitalized in Switzerland, and then he was discharged, and then he was readmitted to intensive care, and he almost lost his life. So, he's been sober now for for a while. So anyway, he if you guys are interested in that, I'm sure a quick Google search can point you to the book that he's got, or the biopic that they're going to be making, you know, or whatever, if you wanted some information about Phil Collins. I thought he was a great singer. Well, I mean, he's still singing, but anyway, if you guys want to check that out. Slipknot has reportedly fired turntablist Sid Wilson. A close source to the band said Wilson was notified on July 31st that he was being permanently let go. He joined the Mask Metal Act in 1998 and appeared on every album except their 96 demo. Guitarist Jim Root responded on Instagram stories saying, "Don't believe everything you read. Stop, think, and take a breath." Wilson would be the latest classic member that was removed, following Chris Finn in 2019 and Craig Jones in 2023. Only 4 original members would remain. Offstage, Wilson and Kelly Osbourne have reportedly split. He also records independently under the name DJ Starscream. That just sounds weird. DJ Starscream. All right. Anyway. That is your morning mashup this morning. We got 25 minutes until 9 o'clock. Of course, Swap Shop will be coming up a little bit later. It's Monday. Laney J solo today. Jay should be back tomorrow. He better be back tomorrow. Be having to fight all these crowds by myself. Just kidding. All right, y'all. We'll be back in a few minutes. Best Country 106, 15 minutes until 9 o'clock. We got Swap Shop coming up here in just a little bit. If you want to, you could join us on the chat on TikTok, KKBI FM. Jay's not here. I do believe he'll be back in Oklahoma today, so he'll be here tomorrow. But this is crazy to me. I was just talking about cats off the chat, but there is a man who has a tortoiseshell cat. Her name is Millie. Isn't that weird? This cat's name is Millie. That's crazy. The world's oldest living cat. She's 31 years old. She's thrived on a decade of natural spring water, and she eats salmon, prawns, chicken, tuna, and lots of cuddles on the sofa. They celebrated her birthday with a bowl of chicken. She's 31 years old. She's a real trooper, says her owner. She is in the Guinness Book of World Records. There was a cat named Cream Puff who lived for 38 years. So, but the current Guinness record holder, Flossie, is from the UK. Okay. So there was Cream Puff, Flossie, and now Millie. Flossie. Anyway, that's crazy. 11 people aboard a Kenmore Air seaplane survived after it crashed and caught fire in Washington's Puget Sound. The plane was carrying 10 passengers. Whoa. What just happened? Okay. All right. That's okay. All right. The plane was carrying 10 passengers and a pilot. It went down about 5:15 p.m. The plane caught fire and sank before the U.S. Coast Guard responded. Survivors sustained injuries, including broken bones, lacerations, head injuries, but no one was, there was only one person that was in critical condition, and everyone survived. So I'm glad for that. I'm glad everybody survived. That's good. Ooh, did y'all see about that nurse aide in Florida? What is wrong with you people? I can't talk about that. New Jersey police officer dressed as a shrub to catch drivers using handheld phones during a 6-hour roadside operation. The Dunedin Police Department deployed an officer in a suit to make him look like a bush. He had binoculars to spot violations and radioed in offenders to his colleagues that were waiting. Who does that? The undercover operation resulted in 74 citations for distracted driving. I wish I would have read this before the chief was here this morning. I would have asked him, can I go dress as a shrub and bust people being on their phones? I think for the most part, if you're on your phone and you're holding it while you're driving, anybody driving by can see you. You know what I mean? They can tell that you're on your phone. That's right, Courtney. When you come to town, you're going to dress in shrubbery. I don't know. I don't want to bust people like that, though. But that's a police officer's job. So that's just crazy. Let's dress as shrubs. I guess if someone was driving down the road, it wouldn't really be easy to tell that a person was dressed as a shrub. Whatever. Whatever. What else is going on here? We checked in with the chief. Oklahoma tax-free weekend. We talked about that. We had that already. A New York school district paused its planned purchase of nearly a $60,000 humanoid robot called Sally. They said the teachers voiced some concerns, so did the parents and state education officials. The district said the robot was meant to assist students studying technology, not replace the teachers. But questions arose about privacy and the manufacturer's corporate connections. How would you feel if there was a humanoid is it a humanoid? Yeah, a humanoid AI robot in the school. I mean, would you want that? Would you be okay with it? It's National Watermelon Day. It's also National Grab Some Nuts Day. There's a really great graphic on our Facebook page. So go there and comment and tell us what your favorite nut is. We want to know. He's around. He'll be back today. It's Grab Some Nuts Day. Cashews, peanuts, whatever you prefer. We have a graphic on our Facebook. You should go there and tell us what your favorite nuts are. See, a lot of people are tired of the AI stuff. They're fed up with it. And y'all, when I want to know something, I'm telling, this is how I was able to accept ChatGPT. Oh, I asked for that. Y'all are awful people in the chat. Okay, when it came to ChatGPT, it's a very helpful with us with our job here. Oh, I don't know. I'll have to dig further, Deep GP, and find out. I would ask ChatGPT a question that I already knew the answer to. And it would give me along the lines of the correct answer. So, I'm not sure that it's not like I love AI or nothing like that, but I'm a little bit more at ease with it. I don't know about it's recording all your information, all your questions, it's going to tell on you, all that stuff. I have no idea about any of that. I don't have anything to hide. So maybe that's why it doesn't bother me as bad. But it's gotten easier. I know I'm telling you guys, it was not easy for me to accept ChatGPT. As something, it's never easy. I don't know. I don't like change. Maybe, who knows? But, new stuff can be scary. And, I was not a fan of that AI at all. I'm still not a fan. But I will use it. It does make some things a lot easier. So just so you guys know. What's the name of that group? I'm looking for a specific song. All right, let me see if I can find it. I don't know why I just want to hear the song today. I haven't heard it in a long time. So here we go. We'll be back in a few minutes. You're on Best Country 106 with Jay and Laney J live. Best Country 106, that's George Strait with Troubadour. You guys, it is almost time for Swap Shop, so that is going to do it for the show part of the show today. Jay will be back tomorrow, so obviously we'll be having some more fun, but stick around for Swap Shop as well. You're going to hear about Blanc's Odds and Ends, the McCurtain County Rodeo, the Hamptons of Hochatown, all the fun stuff. And then, of course, all the buy, sell, and trade that you guys got, but, limited to 3 items each. Anyway, call me with your birthdays and anniversaries, too. You guys have a wonderful day, and hopefully you'll stick around for Swap Shop. You're on Jay and Laney J Live. Bye!